Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. The internet has officially lost its mind. When Zhao Zhendong dropped his heartfelt confession to Zhai Ying, the entire short drama world went into a frenzy. In a moment that felt more cinematic than any scene they've ever filmed, Zhao looked at her with eyes full of sincerity and said, "You're not just my favorite co-star, you're the home my heart has been searching for." The crowd gasped, social media exploded, and fans across the internet collectively screamed, "This wasn't acting anymore, this was pure emotion, raw and real." Their story began on set, two young actors from different paths drawn together by a chemistry so natural it was impossible to fake. Zhao Zhendong, known for his stoic, commanding presence and deep, magnetic voice, had always been the cold male lead every romance needed. Zhai Ying, on the other hand, brought warmth, light, and a playful sparkle wherever she went. Together, they created something electric, a collision of fire and tenderness that no script could contain behind the scenes. That same connection deepened into something more profound. Zhao was often seen quietly adjusting Zhai's microphone, holding an umbrella over her during long outdoor shoots, or offering her water between takes. Fans began noticing the small gestures, the lingering glances, the way his tone softened whenever he said her name, and how her laughter always seemed brighter when he was around. What started as whispers of maybe their close friend soon turned into full-blown obsession when Zhao finally confessed during a live fan event. It was as if every romantic fantasy the audience had ever written came true before their eyes. "I used to think love was something you find," he said, pausing to look at her, "but now I know, it's something that finds you." The room erupted in screams, hashtags trended worldwide, and fan-made clips of that one sentence gathered millions of views within hours. But beyond the viral moment lies a deeper truth. Their connection resonates because it feels real. Both Zhao and Zhai have openly spoken about how they've grown through working together, learning to trust, to communicate, to truly see one another beyond the camera lens. Their performances have evolved too, becoming richer, more emotionally layered, as though every shared look carries a secret only they understand. Industry insiders are calling them the perfect emotional match, saying their partnership represents a new era in short drama storytelling, where authenticity trumps artifice, and where love isn't just acted, but lived. And perhaps that's what makes Zhao's confession so vegetable. It wasn't a scene, it was a declaration from one artist's soul to another. Now, every time fans rewatch their dramas, every stolen glance, every unspoken word, they can't help but wonder how much of it was real. Because when Zhao said, "You're not just my love interest on screen, you're the rhythm my heart beats to," it didn't sound like a line from a script. It sounded like a promise in a world full of make-believe. Zhao Zhendong and Zhai Ying remind us that some stories aren't written, they're lived, one heartbeat at a time. The internet has completely lost control. The hashtag Zhao Zhendong and Zhai Ying are perfect together has been sitting on top of the trending charts for days, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. Fans are losing their minds, flooding the comment sections with one desperate plea: "We need a second collab." Some even went so far as to coin a CP name for them, the Zhai Ying duo. And just when everyone thought the craze couldn't get any wilder, someone unearthed an old drama clip from nearly 10 years ago, revealing that Zhao Zhendong and Zhai Ying had once appeared as background extras in the same production. Fate, it seems, had been quietly scripting their story long before anyone noticed. That discovery sent fans spiraling into full-blown nostalgia mode. "They were meant to meet," one user wrote. Even the universe was preparing their encounter. In just 48 hours, the post garnered over 10 million views and turned the once ordinary behind-the-scenes footage into a symbol of destiny fulfilled. People began editing fan videos that traced their journey from that blurry background scene to their most recent on-screen confession, layering it with soft music and captions like "Some love stories take a decade to begin." The magic of Zhao and Zhai lies not only in their performances but in their ability to blur the line between fiction and reality. Their eyes speak a language words cannot, and every shared glance feels like a secret whispered just for the audience. Industry insiders now call them the heartbeat of short dramas, saying that their chemistry has reignited the golden age of romantic storytelling. Even directors are taking notice. Reports claim that at least 3 production studios have reached out, eager to reunite them in new projects, from modern love stories to fantasy epics. One insider confessed, "Their chemistry is so natural that even the script seems to write itself." But perhaps the most touching part of this whirlwind isn't the fame or the hashtags, it's the authenticity. Whether rehearsing lines late into the night or laughing off bloopers on set, Zhao and Zhai treat each other with a gentle familiarity that transcends acting. It's not forced, not staged, it's something rare, something real as fans continue to refresh social media for updates. One thing is certain, this isn't just another fleeting CP craze. It's a cultural phenomenon, a connection that has reminded millions what it feels like to believe in love again, because sometimes, the greatest love stories aren't written by screenwriters, they're written by time, destiny, and two hearts that were always meant to find each other. To be honest, Zhao Zhendong's rise to fame was never a coincidence, it was inevitable. This man doesn't just act, he lives every role he takes on. His reputation for perfectionism on set is legendary. One scene? He'll shoot it 20 times if that's what it takes to get it right. It's not about ego or stubbornness, it's about truth. Zhao believes that every emotion, every breath, every flicker of expression must come from a place of authenticity. There was one unforgettable story from the filming of a rain scene. The director recalled that while others wrapped themselves in coats between takes, Zhao stayed in the freezing rain for 3 whole hours. He wanted his shivers, his trembling hands, the exhaustion in his eyes, all to be real. The crew begged him to stop, but he refused, saying quietly, "If the character can't escape the cold, then I shouldn't either." That kind of dedication doesn't just impress, it moves people. In an era where many chase quick fame with surface-level performances, Zhao Zhendong stands out as a rare craftsman. He's not afraid of hardship, not afraid of retakes, and definitely not afraid to expose his vulnerability for the sake of the story. His intensity, combined with his quiet humility off-camera, makes him one of those actors audiences can't help but respect, and maybe that's why his chemistry with co-stars like Hae Ying feels so electric, because he gives his all every single time. He doesn't fake emotion, he feels it. In a world full of performances, Zhao Zhendong reminds us what it means to truly act, with heart, with pain, and with an unshakable love for the craft. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.